Fuck it. Fuck the dude.
Alright, so I'm not usually one to talk about politics because I could care less. Both sides are extreme to their own rights, and I don't care what you say, it's true. The left and the right are both wrong in their own respective ways. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Today we're here to talk about Destiny because he's just the biggest piece of shit ever. Why do I say this? It's because he's so fragrant and easygoing with the fact that he's okay with making fun of dead people. Now, it doesn't really matter what your political opinion is or your ideology is at that point. Making fun of dead people is making fun of dead people. It's just so fucking against any morality radar that can ever exist. Now, just for a little bit of context so that no one calls me out saying, oh yeah, you're just being baseless. No, so basically what happened was Trump held a rally somewhere in the US. I could care less where it is. But there's this guy in the crowd, he was a firefighter, and he died protecting his family. And Destiny, with his bright mind, decided to say, you know what, this is a prime target to make fun of and turn into a personal meme. Which, again, like I said earlier, honestly, it's so beyond any fucking moral compass that you can find, but let's get into it. I'll show you the videos.
The firefighter guy, fuck Trump, fuck the people that support him. I just want you to know, okay, just in case you're confused or it seems like I'm, whatever. If one of you were in the crowd and you're a conservative fan of mine and you end up, getting blown away or whatever the fuck, I'm making fun of you the next day on Twitter. I am, 100%.
Now, you are all welcome to disagree with my opinion because it is my opinion. You are not obligated to agree with me just because you watch me. But I personally don't believe at all that your political ideology should judge whether or not you're a good or bad person inherently. I think your political ideology doesn't matter at all to your personality for the most part, unless your entire personality, like Destiny, is being a fucking left-wing fuck or a right-wing fuck. I don't care where you lean. If you're any form of extremist in either which direction, you're just a fucking pathetic loser that makes political ideologies their entire personality. I'm sorry, but it's not fucking cool. You don't seem smart by using these overcomplicated, long or fancy words just to describe the situation or other things. You look like a fucking moron basing people off of their political ideologies and saying, oh, if you died because you were supporting this person, you deserved it. I'm making fun of it. That's so fucking childish. It's so pathetic on beyond levels comprehensible.
But anyway, just to be clear, fuck you. Fuck the guy that got shot at the rally. This is why I don't give a fuck about showing sympathy. This is why I don't give a fuck. This is why I don't give a fuck about the sympathy for any of you fucking losers, because you won't own up to
don't
anything.
take it out on me.
I'm going to be cutting this clip here short. Don't worry, I'm not cutting anything out of context. I'm not saying, oh, I'm painting this picture purposely. No. Everything after this section here is just personal insults on each other, and it's honestly super boring. I'm going to be pointing this specific thing out right now because it's going to be relevant later in the video. But Destiny says at the very end of this clip, you guys own up to nothing, with guys being obviously the people in call who called him out. Now this is relevant because he's a huge hypocrite. He will blame anything and everything he possibly can that is against him on political ideology. If you say anything that's against him, you're all of a sudden a right-wing grifter guy that is just super against him because of his liberal ideology, and it's super fucking pathetic because, again, his entire personality is just being this stupid loser on the internet that's super left-wing and just super fucking annoying. Like, the only time I've ever actually sided with Destiny was this one time when he cooked Sneeko on an iron skillet, fried him alive. And that was the only time I've ever agreed with Destiny. It was because of shit like that. But right here, this is just shit that's so unacceptable. It's beyond my own brain capacity.
Yeah, but Destiny, let me explain to you.
Where conservatives can say anything.
No, I'm not a conservative.
They can have any conspiracy theories.
I'm not a conservative.
They can have any plot. They can do anything. And then liberals are supposed to sit here and be like, oh my God, it's so tragic.
No, Destiny.
Absolutely not.
Let's flip this entire scenario around, put it on his head. Let's say Biden was one getting shot at and some guy in the crowd got murdered while protecting his family. Would Destiny sit there and say, oh yeah, this guy doesn't deserve any sympathy or empathy. He's just as dumb as anyone else for being there, for supporting this politician? Or would he stick his dick in the air saying, oh yeah, we should all feel sad, all feel empathy for this poor man who died in the crowd? If the scenario was slightly different, Destiny's entire opinion would become so incredibly hypocritical. Like, the second anything is against his ideology, like I said earlier, he just becomes this super massive asshole that talks like, oh yeah, conservatives are just everywhere. They're always trying to pound down on us. Liberals, just like, no, it's not. And then your argument being that, oh yeah, conservatives can say whatever they want and and they can get away with it. It goes the same way for liberals. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm going to be showing a clip here, but don't get me wrong. I've met some pretty chill and pretty nice liberals. I'm not saying all liberals are like Destiny or like the guy I'm about to show. You can have any belief you want. I could care so little because it does not fucking matter to me. We can become friends regardless of what you believe in, but that's saying you're not being a complete and utter fucking dickball like Destiny.
He's an asshole. He should be locked up. Welcome to the ghetto. Welcome to hell. Welcome to hell. I hope your daughter get raped.
So, please do remind me, Destiny, what you said here. Was it that only conservatives can say these super outlandish shit, or is it also because you just want to turn a blind eye to all the terrible things that liberals have done and said? I wonder why it is that you don't want to talk about all the things that liberals do bad. Maybe it's because you're just super fucking biased. Like, I understand being, you know, into politics and having a certain side that you lean with, and being slightly biased towards it, but being fully biased to this extent is just terrible. Anyways, back to the video.
Absolutely.
Let me explain my position, because I'm not a conservative. I'm not on either side in your race, right? Here's what I think about what you did. You'd like to fire off, as you've done so far in this debate, about your fury at how disgusting Republicans are, how inhumane they are, how they never have any empathy, blah, 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 blah. And then you yourself actually are exactly the person that you're describing. You are inhuman. You are somebody who seems almost gleeful that a young firefighter with a family, with a wife and children, who he was protecting as he was shot dead, that he deserved what was coming to him because he went to a President Trump rally, a man who was President of the United States until recently for 4 years and maybe again. You sound almost gleeful, Destin, and I'm sorry, that makes you, frankly, despicable.
Now, I don't really watch Piers Morgan. Oh, I say don't really. I've never watched him until now, to be honest. Never actually watched any of his debates or discussions with anyone or anywho. Doesn't matter to me, usually. Because I don't care about him. I think sometimes he has bad opinions, and that's just my stance. But right now, I think I've never agreed with him more. Because Destiny honestly is a despicable piece of shit that doesn't show any empathy as long as if it's not in his own favor or bias. And it's so disgusting how he's memeing a dead person. Regardless of what the fuck the context is. You're memeing a dead firefighter that died protecting his fucking family. Regardless of what happened or how it happened. That should be fucking off limits for memes. It's truly disgusting.
I don't think I'm gleeful about anything. I don't think anybody should die. I don't think anybody deserves to die.
Fuck it. Fuck the dude. The firefighter guy.
But you want to talk about gleeful? Look at the conservative response to Pelosi's husband when they broke in.
I can answer that.
Mainstream media figures
I can answer that.
I don't care.
I can answer that.
With all due respect, I don't care what your answer is.
Let me answer that.
The reality is that conservatives have been turning the temperature up on the rhetoric. They have been making fun of these types of events for years, and now when something happens to them, now they're looking for sympathy from the liberal side. Absolutely not. It's insane. It's unhinged.
Yeah. Really ironic how this fucking delusional hypocrite is talking about unhinged. Yes, what he's saying here about David DePape attacking Paul Pelosi is completely valid, and how conservatives were way off the fucking edge on the response to it. And honestly, he should be receiving some sympathy, some empathy from everywhere. It's not fucking deserved to have anyone attacked for any fucking reason, especially not for a fucking political reason. It's so fucking pathetic. Like, look at yourself in the fucking mirror for 10 seconds and tell yourself that you're a political piece of shit that judges everyone based on their fucking spectrum for political bullshit. It's so goddamn pathetic. Like, how do you wake up every single fucking day looking in the mirror saying, oh yeah, I'm so happy, judging everyone based on their fucking political siding? It's so goddamn childish. It's like saying, oh yeah, I don't like them because they like Hershey's. Like, my guy, it's so fucking sad to, like, actually believe this shit full-heartedly that no one deserves empathy just because the other side doesn't give it. Alright, so I'm gonna be skipping this part or fast-forwarding it. Basically, all that happens here is Destiny says, oh yeah, Trump led an insurrection against the government, blah, 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 nothing else. That's all this part really was, so I'm gonna skip it forward because massive nothing burger in this section, to be honest.
The idea that
so you don't like attacks on democracy. So presumably you would unreservedly condemn the attempted assassination of Donald Trump, because that's one of the most egregious attacks on American democracy in modern times. Presumably,
I don't think that
you will take this opportunity, given you are so determined to protect the integrity of democracy, you would find it absolutely outrageous that someone has tried to assassinate a president, right?
if the other conservatives on this show want to say that it was absolutely outrageous that Donald Trump attempted to coup the government,
I'm asking
then,
you.
then maybe I would. Yeah, no, I'm not going to get on my knees and beg for forgiveness or show sympathy to conservatives.
I'm not asking for that. I'm asking you to condemn what happened as an egregious attack on democracy. Can you do that?
No, I won't. No, I won't. I won't.
You can't.
Honestly, it's so foul how this goofball, this clown, this moron, this buffoon can't say what it is and say, oh yeah, this was an attack on democracy. He's so willing to say, oh yeah, other people, blah, 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 whatever the fuck, conservatives, blah, 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 whatever the fuck. He's so quick to blame literally anything and say anything in his power to just not take accountability for anything that he fucking says. It's truly despicable. Like, I know he has, oh, blah, whatever, millions of followers, millions of people that are willing to attack me for what I'm saying. I could give less of a shit because it is truly fucking disgusting how he can't admit that this is the purest form of an attack on democracy. You cannot have a democracy if you're okay with an upcoming or previous president getting assassinated just because of their fucking political ideology. It's crazy to me that you think you can sit here and say, oh yeah, this is completely fine, we should kill Trump, and anyone that supports him should be dead as well. That's essentially what Destiny is implying or saying, in my opinion at least. You can take it however you will, but it is literally what he's saying. He thinks that assassination on Trump is not an attack on democracy. He thinks that anyone that dies because of the Trump rally deserves it, and he will meme you, and he will make fun of you. That is a literal attack on democracy, and he's trying to sit here having some form of moral high ground that doesn't fucking exist. It's made out of fucking sand. That's what he's standing. He's standing on a stand pillar. It is incredible to me. And again, I don't care where you fucking lean. I don't lean anywhere. I'm dead center. I could see both sides. I can see bad in both. I can see good in both. But it's truly despisable how anyone can sit here saying, oh yeah, only the right is wrong. We in the left, us liberals, are completely fine. It's so fucking disgusting. Truly. Holy shit, I don't think I've ever been this pissed off in a hot minute. Like, I don't think I've ever spoken so fast in my life. Now, we'll be linking everything that I used for sources and videos down in the description, so if you want to watch the rest of this debate between Piers Morgan and Destiny, go ahead, it'll be down in the description. I will also link everything else I've used. Now, with all that being said, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. It does help me a lot. If you haven't already had an amazing day, I hope you do have an amazing day. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. See you, losers.